ClaretsTV speaking to Chelmsford City manager Robbie Simpson after the win here at Hampton. Robbie, that was a really good game between two playoff chasers there.
Yeah, I thought it was a top level game, I really did. Not a lot in it. I think it was they definitely had the better of the early stages of the game. The first 20 minutes I thought they were really good, and we had to have a chat about whether we wanted to change things. In all honesty, they were that good, but we didn't. We felt like if we could hang in there, we could then grow into the game, and I think that's what happened in the first half, and then led into the second half. It was tough up the hill in that, because there is a bit of a slope. It was tough up the hill in that first half with the game plan that we tried to instill. But the more we hung in there in that first half, we did grow into it and we created a few opportunities. And the second half, I felt we were good. I thought we were really solid second half. I don't think I was worried at many moments in that second half, and we looked a real threat. And the one moment we did have for the goal was exactly in our minds as the management staff, how we felt like we could hurt them. So for us to think that and tell the players this is what we think and how we're going to get joy, and then for them to execute it, it's a really good feeling. Like, we feel really fulfilled from it, and they're so good at home here. You know, I think they haven't won for 17 before today. They haven't lost in 17 before today. So
it was only Yeovil beating them here this season.
Yeah, so for us to come here and look comfortable defensively and carry a threat, and obviously have that one moment with the goal, I'm so pleased. Up there with one of the best wins, I think, of my managerial career.
And yeah, that first half, their striker got in behind us a couple of times. So
yeah.
Did we change anything, or just sort of felt that we'd sort of grow into the game as we did?
Yeah, well, like I say, I thought we have to give them full credit. He got in behind through their good play in between the lines, actually, you know, with the lad Jake Gray being clever and coming into pockets, and the lad the other side drawing us out to create the space. And they moved the ball really quickly with quality, and we looked like we were chasing our tails a little bit at times in that first period of the first half. And I know Ben really well. He was at Exeter with me as a young pro coming through, and he's a really intelligent, bright footballer that makes great runs, and he's really sharp and hard to deal with for any defender, especially at our level. So that initial period, I wouldn't say I was worried, but we needed to get better. We needed to be brighter and clock on and negate the space that they were creating, and force them to maybe delay their pass rather than play quickly. And we did that. Like I say, as that half wore on, we got into the game a lot more defensively, which meant we had a foothold to then spring forward and switch the play and go quickly down the outsides. And second half, going in at 0-0 at half time was key. And then we were down the hill, and we felt like we could press a bit higher and have more of the ball, certainly, and penetrate, and that's what we did. And all we needed was one moment, because we looked so solid defensively. And
people see the end of the goal that we scored, and the sort of header from 5 yards out, but it was sort of a really good team move. Henry Otching to Cam and Jermaine and Ruffy. The goals are coming for him now.
Yeah, well, Hampton are really good because they're so compact, and they're tough to score against because they're so compact, which meant we had to find the space quickly and then go quickly before they could recover. So Henry struggled in the first half to do what he did in that moment. The second half he was a lot better. Brilliant switch of play, and Cameron didn't delay his pass. It was a good firm pass through to Jermaine, and then Jermaine didn't then come back. He went forward again and did ever so well to get his cross in, and then it was about, can we get people from the other side of the pitch to make the box before them, and Ruffy's timing was superb, and he did it once in the first half and headed over, maybe because he got in there a bit too early. His timing was slightly off, and he timed it perfectly, headed it down, bounced on the line as it went over. So it was a real high quality goal, and we needed to have a high quality goal to be able to penetrate them.
I thought one of the main reasons why we we saw it out comfortably was Callum Jones put a real shift in coming on the last half an hour. He's done really well off the bench, could have scored, but his hard work for the team was excellent there.
He's brilliant, and you mentioned their hard work. That's something you can never question with Jonesy at all. He works so hard for the team in any role he's given, and he's chomping at the bit. Obviously he's had a period without a start now, but he's chomping at the bit to start. I mean, his last start actually was in the Charity Cup, where he scored 2 great goals, even though he was carrying a bit of an injury. So Jonesy's a big player for us. Him and Freddie, with Betts like pushing them and getting back fit now. So we feel like that they're in a good place up there, and they're working with each other and demanding of each other and pushing each other, and that's what we're about, to be honest with you. So it's really good, and it's not just at the top end, it's all over. You know, Henry got his chance today after being left out of the team for a little while and was pivotal in our goal to win the game, and Callum comes on and who's been excellent and gives us energy, and Odie comes on the left and gives us real pace and a threat on the counter when we know they're going to come forward. So the balance of the squad is really nice, and the unity of the squad and the demand, actually, the focus and demand to keep going and not rest on our laurels just because we've won 5, 6 in a row. You know, we want to win 7, 8, 9, 10 in a row and really do something this year. So we're in a good place, but just to say, that mentality cannot waver. It cannot waver if we want to do something.
And Western will be tough on Monday. They've got a long journey up, but I know it's a certain Robbie Wilmot, who had a very great season at Chelmsford, scored a couple today for them, so he'll be coming back to Melbourne with Western. It'll be a tough game.
It will be. You know, I remember prepping them for the game at their place and watching them, the footage of them, and what a good side they are. Good technical footballers with pace and a threat up top with another one of my former teammates up there. So that day, I think we caught them on an off day and we were really good. Obviously I can hope for the same, but we can't expect that. We're going to expect them to be at their top level, and we're going to have to match that and some to get the victory.
Okay, really well done on that win today, Robbie, and we'll see you on Monday.
Cheers, Ben. Thank you.